Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Remember to revert back to this video. All the best of luck with your fitness journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Bye.
Have you ever had a dream that you
Thank you so much for joining me on this workout. I was just doing a bit of a warm-up before we get started, but before we do, I used to have major anxiety when I first started out in the gym. I had no idea what I was doing. I was always on the cardio machines and way too intimidated to actually get into the weight section. But after lots and lots of research and just an overall boost in my confidence, I feel like I belong here. So if you're a beginner in strength training and you want to get off the cardio machines and into the weight section, you've come to the right video, because I'm going to give you a full body workout and I'm going to show you exactly how to use some of the machines we use in the weight section. So let's get into it. So probably the most important thing when it comes to boosting your overall confidence in the gym is your fit. Honey, because this is the fit in fitness. If you want to reach your ultimate body goals, it starts with looking good. And when you look good, you feel good. Now let's get that warm-up in. I usually start with a cardio warm-up on the treadmill for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much time I have. When I first started out in the gym, I used to think spending 5 minutes on your warm-up wasn't enough. But it's actually really effective. And the way to make it even more effective is by walking on a 10 to 15 incline at a pace of at least 4.5 kilometers an hour. And this is really going to work those leg muscles and your glutes and really get the blood pumping to prepare you for the games. Also, another effective machine to warm up on is either the stepper or the elliptical. And this works the same muscles. You really don't need to be huffing and puffing to feel like you're doing something. Now that we've got the warm-up out of the way, let's get into the fun part. I am now walking into the den of intimidation. When I tell you a year ago, my heart would literally be in my stomach every time I walked in here because everyone looks like they know what they're doing. But now, honey, I own this section, okay? And you will too when you get the hang of these machines. So the first machine we're starting with is the angled machine leg press. So you start by releasing the weight and push forward your legs at the same time. Okay, now you see on the first movement, there was a slight pop in the machine.
This is FAYZED music.
That means I need to adjust it. All you need to do is fiddle with this mechanism over here and slide it up or down until the machine doesn't feel like it's restricting you anymore. Now you can get the benefit of the full range of motion. So what you do is you bring your legs towards your chest and you push them away without locking your knees. It's important that you don't lock your knees at all during this exercise because you could hurt yourself. Generally, with any form of exercise, we have to keep our knees soft at all times to protect them from injury. This one is working our quads, the muscles in our thighs, our hamstrings, the muscles behind our thighs, our glutes, the booty, and our calves, the muscles on the back of the lower part of our legs. Next, we're going to move straight into the dumbbell thruster. Now, no breaks here. This is what we call a superset, meaning we do 2 or more exercises without taking any breaks until we've completed all the exercises in that block. In this case, I start with the angled leg press and jump straight into the dumbbell thruster. So the gentleman behind me has been quote-unquote observing me throughout the workout, and to be honest, it does make me feel slightly uncomfortable when that happens, because as much as I feel like I know what I'm doing, in the back of my head I'll be thinking, is he staring because I'm doing it wrong, or is he just staring? He noticed my shoelaces were loose, so he took the liberty of tying them for me and wouldn't take no for an answer. Thanks. So in this exercise, with the dumbbell resting on my shoulders, I go down into a squat by pushing my hips back and keeping my head and chest up. And when I come back up, I extend my arms and lock my biceps on my ears. Now, the most important thing to know when it comes to squats is that your knees should never, ever go over your toes. If they do, your form is not correct. Next, we go to my favorite machine, the lying leg curl. Now, this is a serious burner. Here, we're primarily working our hammies with a little bit of work on the glutes and calf muscles as well. When you do this exercise, you want to make sure that the bottom pad is just above your ankles and the top pad is above your knees. If you want to get the full effect of this exercise, slow down the movement of your legs as you bring them down. Woo! I'm really feeling the burn here. Now, this is also another superset, so we're going straight into the barbell bicep curl. You hold the bar in front of you with your elbows fixed to your sides. Then you bring the barbell up to your chest, keeping your elbows fixed where they are. This is giving our biceps a good workout. A year of doing this, and the barbell sometimes is still too heavy for me. So for the remaining sets, I'm sticking to 3 kilogram dumbbells. Remember, we only go as far as our bodies are comfortable going. If the weights are too heavy, don't be afraid to take it down a notch. So like the previous one, we repeat this superset 3 times with a 90-second break in between. So for the last superset, we're going to start off with the Lat Machine wide grip pull down. As I said, if you're not feeling comfortable on a machine, there are mechanisms to adjust it for your comfort. So with this one, we're going to grip the bar using a wide grip, and we're going to pull the bar down to the top of our chest and then straighten our arms fully when we go back up. And repeat. This one works our lat muscles, which are the flat, broad muscles spanning our middle and lower back. Now, I know I said the lying leg curl was my favorite, but I take that back. This is the one right here. Bulgarian split squats on the machine. If there's one exercise that will guarantee you a perfect peachy butt, it's this one right here. I put 5 kilogram weights on either side because this exercise is hard enough without weights. And we go down and up and down and up. Working for that booty, working for that booty.
This is FAYZED music.
And that's the workout. Whew. Now to cool down, you can either do some stretches or do what we call a warm down by running for 5 minutes on the treadmill. Whew. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Remember to revert back to this video on your first day back at gym, and all the best of luck with your fitness journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
This is my jam.